Hello and welcome to Self-Care Sunday. We are going to get your self-care cards, but first we are going to get a theme of the day from the Prism Oracle. This deck was created by Nicole Pivirotto. So let us get a card and see what our theme for today is. Maybe. Oop, there it is. Oop, abundance. So that's awesome. Could be like literal physical abundance, like money, but it could also be like emotional abundance, spiritual abundance, feeling just like abundant with, everything in life, right? Okay. Moving on to the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. This one was created by Pyle with illustrations by Tatiana Vedenkina. So we are going to get 3 cards, hopefully just 3. Last week we had like 6 of them, I think. So there, we got 1, 2, and 3. All right, perfect. 3 cards for your self-care from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. We have Be Still. So maybe you have been running around a lot, doing a lot, errands, trying to stay busy, trying to be productive. Today we're going to take some time for stillness and just existing. You are a human being, not a human doing, so just be. We also have clean your space, so maybe before you are still, you can do a little bit of cleaning, but also clear your energy field. So not necessarily like mopping the floor, although, mopping the floor could be like a ritualistic, like spiritual cleansing of your energy, of your home. So something to consider. This girl, she's smoke cleansing. She's got like a herb bundle here. But you could use like incense, you could take a shower, or a bath. I think that like taking a shower and like with the intention of washing off any sort of negative energy and watching it go down the drain can be actually like really therapeutic. So next we will get a card from the sacred, so this is the self-care wisdom cards. This is by Cheryl Richardson with artwork by Joe Podmore. So let's just get one from this deck today, hopefully just one. Oh, there it is. This is needs, okay? So do you need more time to yourself, or a break from thinking too much, or a kind encounter with a friend? Your needs matter, and it is time to honor them. So maybe one of the needs that you need to honor is taking time to just rest and be still and understand that your value is not tied to productivity in any way. It's good to be productive now and then, but your worth is not based on your output, right? Okay. Next we will get that is a noisy ass truck. We will get a card from the Empath Empowerment deck. This was created by Judith Orloff, MD. She's a doctor, so you know she knows what she's talking about, or at least we hope so. Anyway, so let's get a card from 4 of them. Tame negative thinking. Maybe you've been in like a negative thought spiral, and so you need to like release the spiral. When negative thoughts arise, experience the feelings behind them. Don't try to logic your way out of your feelings, just feel them. And then shift to a larger, more compassionate perspective. And we're talking about compassion. Yes, compassion for others is important, but self-compassion is equally important. So be compassionate with yourself. You're allowed to feel things. Set limits with draining people. When people are depleting you, kindly set a limit, such as, I only have 10 minutes to listen now. Such self-care is respectful and empowering. Boundaries, right? It's all about having boundaries. Let yourself receive support. It says it's often easier for empaths or highly sensitive people to give rather than receive. Allow others to support you. Experience the pleasure of their caring energy. Maybe you are somebody who cares a lot about other people, but you find it really, really difficult to accept care, like from others. Think about how good you feel when you help somebody Do you want to allow somebody else to feel that way by letting them help you? Let others help you. Unless they're draining, then we're going to set limits and boundaries, right? You don't need to accept help from people that make you feel tired or give you a headache, or literally like thinking about them induces a migraine. Set limits with those people. Dog. Okay, dog agrees. Set limits. Look at the stars. Look up and remember that you are but a tiny speck in a large, mysterious universe. Let the magic of the stars connect you to your own special magic. We actually had look at the stars last week as one of our self-care actions. So again, we are going to look at the stars, and maybe, this is even like take time to look at your birth chart if you're really into astrology or curious about astrology, because maybe that can help you kind of, calibrate yourself and figure out what you need, if you're into that. Not everybody is. I'm not super big into astrology, but some people find it really helpful. Lastly, we're going to get a couple of cards from the Animal Apothecary deck. This was created by Cara Elizabeth. So I always find these cards really like hopeful. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, all right, needs and the not thinking about things too much. We have get out of your head. You are maybe a little bit up here and you need to be more in your body. I used to have a real problem with that, and I'm getting a lot better thanks to help from my therapist. She's a somatic therapist, so if that's not something you've tried before, it may be worth looking into. We also have face your fears. So whatever it is that you're feeling apprehensive or fearful about, it's time to confront that fear and, be brave. Being brave doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have fear. It means that you're doing things in spite of being afraid. Action leads to success. So yeah, confronting those fears may potentially lead to some sort of abundance, whether it's physical abundance or, like I said, emotional abundance, just feeling good about yourself, and your place in the world and how much value you have. We also have sacred boundaries. So we're really like doubling down on setting boundaries with people who are not meant for you, or people that you need to like limit time with. So do not be afraid. Yeah, face the fear of setting a boundary. Maybe it can be intimidating if you're somebody who's always been kind of a people pleaser. I again know from personal experience, setting boundaries can be a challenge when you're used to just being what people need you to be. But put down the mask, honor your own needs, and set healthy boundaries with people that you need to set boundaries with. And, the supportive people in your life, allow them to support you. So that's it. That is Self-Care Sunday for you. I hope that you find this helpful, and remember that you are amazing and awesome, and you have so much value and worth in this world, and I love you. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next